Shaanxi, China. Days of unbroken downpours have unleashed severe flooding across the province, sending torrents of muddy water racing through cities, towns, and farmland. Streets turned into swift streams, hillsides crumbled, and daily life came to a sudden halt across large stretches of the region. In downtown Yan'an, the first surges swallowed entire neighborhoods. Waist-deep water cut through residential blocks, sweeping over gardens and storefronts alike.
南港前东南榕江县辣子寨三小门口这里恐怖的水台上的水流烟可是那么大，一直在往上升。
In Wuxi County, emergency crews worked without pause to clear debris and divert floodwater away from schools, hospitals, and government buildings. Widening pool, the national flag soaked, heavy, and dragging low in the damp wind. Transportation has been paralyzed across the province. Bridges cracked or gave way entirely. Rural roads disappeared under a blanket of brown water. A major highway section in Shaanxi County collapsed, with slabs of concrete breaking apart and tumbling into the valley. In many areas, trucks loaded with relief supplies were forced to turn back or sit idle for hours. Power and water networks have been knocked out in dozens of towns. Lines sagged dangerously before cutting out altogether. Many households lost tap water, relying instead on emergency deliveries. Utility teams struggled to restore services, but unstable terrain turned repairs into slow, high-risk work. In Baoji and Qianyang, underground shopping centers and subway platforms were among the first to flood. Escalators froze mid-step. Water surged down stairwells. Shoppers rushed toward exits as lights flickered out. Parking garages filled to the ceiling, submerging dozens of cars and trucks. Agriculture has taken a punishing blow. Farmland once lined with rows of crops now lies buried in silt and standing water. Corn and wheat fields have been flattened under the weight of the floods. Farmers dug crude ditches to salvage whatever they could, but much of the year's harvest may already be lost. Livestock had to be moved at a moment's notice. Cattle, goats, and poultry splashed through knee-deep water as barns filled. Irrigation systems in many areas have been wrecked beyond quick repair, raising concerns about lasting damage to food production in the region. Relief forces have been deployed in large numbers. Bulldozers cleared blocked roads, while soldiers distributed bottled water to stranded families. Temporary shelters sprang up in schools, mosques, and local halls. Volunteers handed out dry clothing, flashlights, and hot meals. Local authorities continue to sound the alarm. Loudspeakers in town, centers broadcast flood warnings around the clock. Officials caution that the ground remains saturated and unstable, leaving many areas at risk of fresh landslides. Several rivers are still running dangerously.